Welcome back, companions, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Balance learns more about shields, Rhal learns more about Aimer's book, and Zaltanna learns the fate of an old friend. Now in Dowring, the group attempt to search for the relic known as knowledge, and stumble across an old bard friend who might be able to tell Zaltanna more about Odette. Is the shield in the mines nearby? Will they find any more clues about what to expect? And behind the fumes of alcohol, could Alise shed any light? I guess you're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die.
Alise has passed out. She's unconscious and will be conscious for a couple of hours. Is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime? Are you going to wait for her to wake up? Or are you just going to get up and leave her?
Zaltanna?
I'm going to wait for her to wake up.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to go back down to the bar and see if maybe I can get some information out of somebody.
Okay.
So Balance is going to go down?
If you need my shot, you can have it. It was kind, but it will burn, so hard liquor.
Zaltanna, you can have it.
Zaltanna's in Alise's room.
If you didn't drink your shots, they're still at the bar.
Yeah, they're still at the bar.
Zaltanna probably drank Rhal's shot while Alise was talking to Balance because she knows that Rhal doesn't really like to drink.
Well, he'll have a beer, but hard liquor is something he can't do because it'll burn his fucking mouth. So.
Well, she probably had a good deal of the whiskey while nobody was looking because she's not dealing well with this. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. So she's probably well drunk herself right now. Not like too drunk, but like she can still bring Alise up the stairs, but she's probably passing out in Alise's room on the floor crying.
Okay. Then that's where we will leave you curled up on the floor crying.
The sword is in your head going, stop it.
You can't hear the sword right now. The sword is disinterested in this right now.
The sword is I didn't sign up for this petty high school trauma.
Emotions are for the weak.
Grow a spine and just go kill something. No, it doesn't do that in any way.
I want to imagine that Cal is giving me friendship advice.
Just cut her head off. No, you get nothing from Cal. Cal's giving you nothing right now.
If anything, the sword's very happy that the person just said out loud, you kill people. Yep, that's what you do. And your sword was probably like, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like Balance appreciates Marnak so much more now. At least the voice in my head's not a complete dick.
Cal. Yes, he's a dick.
How dare you? Cal and I are best friends, and he is not a dick to me. He's only a dick to you because you don't enjoy murder. So,
because that's something that should be enjoyed.
Let's leave the in-character bickering that isn't actually in canon. Let's leave that bickering on one side. You guys go. Are you both going down to the bar? Rhal, are you going with Balance?
Sure.
I don't know why Arch is. Balance is the name I never remember. I don't know why. It's the easiest name to remember.
It is.
Total mind block. You guys go down to the bar and you see that Caden is there and he's sitting at the end of the bar. He's having a drink or two, looking around, but not really interacting with anyone or anything. You see that there is the young woman behind the bar. You see a couple of the patrons drinking and chatting and talking around. A couple of them look like they're the manual type. Some of them probably a bit less so. This is what you see. It's fairly busy.
Balance is going to go up to the bar because stereotypical, the bartender's probably the most likely knowledgeable one.
Yep. She looks over you. She gives you a broad smile.
Hi, do you mind if I ask you something?
Of course.
Me and my friends, besides dealing with the drunk dancer who's an old friend of one of ours, we're looking for something as we're passing through town here. I'm hoping you may be able to help us.
Well, I can help. I mean, we don't have a whole lot here in Derry.
Well, we're looking for an item, and if you don't know where the item is, perhaps it may be in the mines, and we may have to look there. We're looking for this, and Balance, again, does the minor illusion to make the shield.
If you're looking for a shield, you might want to try Tessa's.
I'm assuming that's the blacksmith?
Oh, yes, yeah. She runs it with her father.
We went there
Well,
already.
she runs it. Her father is just there. Oh, you've tried already? Well, I'm not sure there's much I can really point you in the direction of. Is it important?
For us, it is.
I'm afraid I can't really help.
Do you know where the mine is? We have a
Oh yes,
suspicion.
It's north of the town. You'll see the mountains. You'll pass a couple of big trees and you'll find a little entrance there. The mine's been abandoned for many years. I'm not really sure why you'd want to go there.
Why were they abandoned?
Well, it was abandoned a little while ago. They broke through to a very old mining shaft. The rumours are that it was haunted. So,
Oh, good.
well, not so good for the miners who lost their lives, but
Dry irony. Not actually good.
is there anything else I can help you with?
Not unless you know a really good exorcist.
No. The last priest we had here, last cleric of sorts, was a couple of years ago, but it didn't end very well.
I suppose not then. Well, thank you for your time. And Balance is just going to put a gold coin on the table.
Is there something I can get you? A drink, food, rooms?
If you have any food, I wouldn't mind.
Of course. I shall make sure you get some food. You and your companions. 4 of you, is it?
Correct. The one that's sitting in the corner there, not doing anything, is one of ours.
He just raises his glass and nods and continues drinking a bit.
Kaden, you fucking slacker.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, of course. All right, so whenever the food is delivered, Balance will probably just eat it and then just like up to Zaltanna's mind be like, are we leaving or are we waiting for your friend?
Zaltanna's unconscious.
Like passed out?
Yeah, passed out because she drank.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, she opted to drink a lot, so yeah.
It's morning.
It's not.
Wasn't it like morning by when we got here? How long did it take?
Afternoon. It was late afternoon.
Fuck. I lost track of time.
Well, you see the sun going down outside.
Does
Not Balance, Arch lost track of time.
Does Balance need a basic weather lessons?
No.
Science lessons?
When does time have anything to do with weather?
Now you
He's
see
not
the
that
Earth.
sheltered.
Okay,
The
no,
Earth is
it's-
round.
You take that back.
Take that back. The earth is flat.
Jesus. No, okay, so no, it was afternoon as you guys were arriving. This is probably late afternoon. Probably the sun is beginning to set, sort of thing.
Okay.
It took you a few days to get here, but nothing really significant happened on the road, so I was going to make you roll perception every night for nothing, so.
Balance is actually going to ask the bartender, how far away is the mine from the town? Like right outside or?
Oh, no, it's probably a day or two walk north. There's a couple of paths. You could probably get a guide if you needed.
To go into the mine? Or just to get there?
To get there, yeah. It's not something we often do here anymore. The pathway, I assume, is not well travelled as it once was.
Is that something you would recommend? Like, is a guide necessary or?
It depends how good you are at following old tracks, I guess. I mean, there's no harm in it, and, well, frankly, between you and me, some of the people in this town could probably use the money if you have it.
Do you have any recommendations?
Well, there is a young lad who's training to be a ranger. He could probably use the money, and he knows the area pretty well.
That could be useful. Rangers are useful. Where can I find them?
He should be coming in a little bit later this evening. You'll recognise him. He's got white hair, much like yourself.
Oh, very well. Oh, we're going to be hanging out for a while, it seems, so.
Well, that's my recommendations. And she'll, unless you guys ask or question anything else, she'll just serve up your food, prepare you any more drinks that you wish. Your gold goes pretty far in this place, so. Rhal, is there anything you would like to do?
I'd probably just idly chat with Caden. Not about particularly anything, but,
Okay.
just good to make small talk outside of prison for once.
Yeah, he inquires after, various things in your life. He chats a bit about Talus and his hopes, and he talks a little bit about his wife. So yeah, you just have a kind of a little bonding moment with him. Roll a charisma check. Do it. Are you going to give him a hug?
I mean, unless you need,
No, give him the hug. Fill
we
the
have
quota.
a quota. Yes.
There's no call for it.
The last
thing. There has to
episode,
be
the
a
quota
call
was
for it.
filled by Zaltanna hugging the sword.
Rhal can't just go
That's
hugging people.
True.
Like
True.
14.
Yeah, your bond with Caden has solidified somewhat. A little note in the corner. Valonda will remember this.
Okay.
So
Yay.
you're welcome. Okay. You spend some time socializing. You spend some time inquiring after guides. Zaltanna, you are... A couple of hours goes by. Your ranger hasn't turned up yet, but I'm going to go upstairs to Zaltanna.
Okay.
Zaltanna, you are coming too. Unconsciousness is only X amount of hours anyway if you pass out from drinking. So, and I have been in that drunk state. You wait a few hours later and you feel great and you know it's going to kill you later. You are aware that Alise is sitting up in bed and she's just looking at you. She seems a bit confused.
I'm guessing you don't remember.
No, not really. Zaltanna, what the fuck are you doing here?
I am here on a mission with some colleagues, and we ran into you at the bar. I bought you a drink. You passed out. I brought you up here. I passed out.
Okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but what the fuck are you doing here right now?
In your room or in Dallery?
In my room. You know I don't want you here.
I passed out. I'll leave. I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd want to see me anyway.
You see her roll her eyes and she reaches out for a bottle by her bed. And she takes it and pops the lid and she says, Tuck believed in fate. What are you doing here? What are you doing in Dowry?
We're looking for some shield. It's called knowledge.
She kind of frowns and drinks. I might remember something about that. Why are you looking for a shield? Like a really old shield?
We're trying to stop the apocalypse.
Oh, you mean the blood and the earth shaking? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that it's called Tears of the Gods when it rains blood?
I did not know that.
Now you do. This shield you're looking for is called Knowledge.
Yeah.
It's a really old shield. It's like... I heard this tale from a wizard. He said it was... let me think now. And she drinks a bit more and you see her like kind of recoil back from the taste. Even after all this time, she doesn't seem to be enamored with it. Now let's see. Yes, there is an old shield. It's called Knowledge. It was protected by something called the Sect of the Shield. There is an old mining shaft in the tale. I think Dachin said it was protected by all manner of dead things and broken things, and there are lots of traps. Yes, I remember that he's saying that there was a tale of someone who went in there, of a group of 5 who went in there. They were all good, really good friends, and only one of them came out, and they were different. They were undead. No, that was it. Yes, they came back out, but they were undead, and they walked from this mine, and they killed everyone in their local village. Supposedly this one, actually.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to prepare for that.
Wait, you're going after this myth, this legend. Zaltanna, you know my things are stories.
So, I was in jail.
Right, like you... Right.
You're set to be hanged. And we were. And right at that moment, the apocalypse started. So, we didn't... The gallows broke, and we didn't die, obviously. And we got recruited into stopping the apocalypse.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, Zaltanna, You should have died. You know she's dead. He's dead because of you, right? Because your connection to the double fucking ones.
Zaltanna, like, she looks like really, like, she has a beat where she looks really upset, but she, like, puts on a stoic face and she just doesn't say anything.
I lost Tuck because of you. And I never even got to tell him.
I know.
And she's beginning to drink quite heavily out of the bottle now.
Alise, I'm sorry. I know me saying I'm sorry isn't gonna bring him back, and it's not gonna change nothing, but you have to know I am, and I lost Odette, and you know she was my heart.
Yeah. But at least you got to tell her. At least you got to share that, and instead of saving him, I saved your fucking ass. I saved Benno, and I didn't get back to him. Did you know I got to see them drag him and Odette away?
This very obviously takes Zaltanna by surprise. You did?
Yeah. I came back and they were taking his little body away. And they were too far for me to catch, and I saw blood on the ground. I saw he'd stop breathing.
The double ones took the bodies?
That little fucking halfling had him, and she was dragging him by the foot and running off with him. And I screamed. I screamed so loud. I shattered that little fucking dwarf. I destroyed him. I broke him into pieces. I killed someone because of you. I'm a killer because of you.
Is that why you're drinking?
Well, I lost the love of my life, and now I'm a murderer, like you, because of you.
You're not like me.
No, I'm far drunker than you, Zaltanna.
You're not like me because you didn't want it. You didn't want to kill him.
No.
Alise, you're a good person. And yeah, I know it's hard for you to believe right now because you're in your sorrow about killing that guy who would have killed you, by the way. So
I had never killed anyone.
I know.
In my life.
Alise, I know that. And it's hard. And I can't sympathize with how hard it is when you have never done it. Because you know I had to for the double ones. So I don't even remember my first kill, but I know how hard it is to feel like...
You see her rub her hands across her eyes. And she puts the bottle on the side and she looks up at you. I'm never going to be okay with this.
You don't have to be.
I'm not planning on being.
Drinking isn't going to take away the pain. It takes it away temporarily, but what is it going to do, Alise? And I know you already hate me, so I'm not even afraid to tell you this because I still care about you, whether you hate me or not. We were friends for years, and you were like a sister to me, and I hate seeing you like this because it's not what he would have wanted, and you know that. And you know what Tuck would say. He'd say the best way to make up for a mistake is to go back and give.
Tuck was much better than we were.
She smiles.
I need you to roll a persuasion check for me.
Yep.
With advantage.
Oh, cool. Okay. 21.
She looks up at you and she says, I never said it. And she looks up at you, she walks over to you, and she puts her hands on your arms. She says, looks very deeply into your eyes. Her eyes aren't faltering or wavering. She says, I'm really sorry about that.
I know.
She pulls you into a hug.
Zaltanna hugs her back.
And that's where I'm going to leave you guys for a minute. Down in the bar, you probably about an hour or two before you think, nah, we're going to give up on this shit. You see a young boy walk in. He is an elf. He has very long white hair, very unkempt. He's wearing very threadbare clothing, and he's clearly got pieces of like twigs and everything stuck in his hair and all over his clothes and stuff. And he walks into the bar.
Fits the description?
It does indeed.
Did I get a name for him?
You did not.
Sure. Balance is just going to approach. Excuse me.
Yes.
I was told that you are a up-and-coming ranger and capable of being a guide.
Yes, you are speaking to me. Yes, what can I do for you?
Me and my companions are looking to probably tomorrow make our way to the old mine.
Ah, the old mine. Yes, I can take you there. That's not a problem.
Wonderful. What would be your fees?
You see him deering, I'm going to say rabbit in headlight, but that doesn't really apply here.
Deer in headlight.
Deer in fire in the light spell.
Yep.
You see him kind of freeze him up to get you there should be a gold piece.
That sounds agreeable.
And he looks like he's pushing his luck. Really? Excellent. I can take you tomorrow when the light comes up. Shouldn't be a problem.
That sounds good to me. What is your name?
My name is Sensa.
All right. Well, we're going to be staying the night here.
Who are you?
My name is Balance.
Balance. Of course. I shall meet you in the morning. And first light.
That sounds wonderful. Are you a ranger in proper or in training? Do you have a mentor?
I have a mentor, yes. But I'm more than able to get you to the mine. It shouldn't be more than a day or so.
Nothing like that. Just simply if you perform your job well enough, I believe in returning what is owed. So I would be happy to give a commendation to your mentor.
You see his eyes go suddenly very wide of yes, yes. You see that kind of instant yes, this would be amazing. Do it. You just see that just written all over his face. He doesn't say it, but that's what his face is telling you.
Wonderful. How old are you, lad, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 42.
He's an elf, right?
Yes.
Still young. Still a lot to see in your life.
I should like to see modern dowry at some point, but I'm going to need gold for that.
Well, perhaps I can help a little bit with that much, but we will see tomorrow.
Good day.
Have a good night.
And he meanders off to the bar and is already excitedly in his head spending his gold.
Oh boy.
All right, cool. What do you two do for the rest of the evening?
Which two?
The two of you that aren't upstairs crying and hugging.
Oh. I mean, Balance would probably at some point want to go back upstairs because he is very curious about the fact that she recognized him.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Let's say that, fuck it, full awkward mode. You come up and knock on you two, the two women who are crying just here, just as the moment that you two begin hugging and crying.
Rhal opens the door and kind of cracks it, peeks in.
You crack open the door and you see these two dwarven women just like holding each other crying, suddenly like start a bit as they hear the door knocked.
Don't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. Come in. And she pulls apart and like is hastily like wiping the tears from her eyes.
Sorry, are we interrupting something?
That's okay.
You sure
please
we
come
can? All right.
How can I help you? What can I do for you? I'm sorry, I'm out of dancing and singing today, but if there's anything else I can help you with.
Nothing like that. We're friends with Zaltanna.
We met.
We met last night. You were
It's still last
earlier
night.
today.
It's still last night, yeah.
We met earlier. You were inebriated.
These are Balance and Rhal.
Rhal and
Rhal, close the door, please.
And again, she looks at you
right.
as if she's working out who you are.
Yes,
and
you
a moment
said,
later, yeah, she's twigged.
You said during your... Yes, hi, I am... Yep.
Your Highness?
Nope,
You're supposed to be dead?
It's a long story.
He doesn't like when people call him that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Your Majesty?
No.
Just Balance will do.
Balance, but you're...
No, I know.
Zaltanna... What's going on?
So, we all met in jail.
Yeah.
They're not like me. They didn't.
They weren't being hung?
No, they were. They didn't do the murders they were accused of. Well,
So
yeah.
Just you being hung. Okay.
No, we were all being hung. They were.
Yep.
They were just innocent, and I'm not.
Oh.
That should come as
Sorry
a
to hear
surprise
that.
to you about me, though.
That's fine. Please sit down. And she waves her arms to like some of the chairs they're about. And
Balance takes a seat.
They're on this mission with me to find knowledge.
And we're talking the shield and not the idea.
Well, I like the idea of both, but no, we're looking for the shield.
The shield specifically, yeah.
I can only really say what I told Zaltanna, really. The shield is an ancient tale, 5,000 years probably. Last it was spotted, seen, and heard, it was within an old mine shaft. And that the kind of most famous group had gone down there, 5 very, very good friends, and only one came out undead and slaughtered. In theory, from what I can work out, the place that used to be here before Dowry.
So we're going to be dealing with undead, ghosts, as far as I understand it.
Yes, tales about deception and broken things, dead, imitations, deception, traps. Mostly dead, those things I hear, things I heard, the tale I know.
This all
That sounds exciting.
pretty not good.
There's a... I vaguely remember someone telling me there's something to do with the sect of the shield, but that may have been from the old blacksmith here. I don't really remember.
What is this sect of the shield?
It's a secret order. There's a couple of them about, conspiracy theories.
Yeah, of course.
The sect of the shield is all about protecting the shield, one would assume, about using knowledge to bolster one's defenses, that sort of thing. But let me see if I can think of anything else. Specifically about the sect, they fell apart maybe a couple of 100 years after the shield was made. Ended up using it for their own means, and that didn't go well, hence the stories of undead, shafts, killing, all that such things.
I see. Well, we don't have a choice either way, so we're going to have to go deal with it.
You think you know where this is?
In the mine.
I guess so, yes.
I have it on good authority that the shield is definitely here.
Okay, I can't hold this in anymore. Latvian, why are you here? Why aren't you dead?
Well, why don't you tell me what you know and then I can fill in.
Well, I know that you're supposed to be dead. I know
Uh-huh.
that your friend, I believe it's Ninverna.
Balance
Your friend
winces.
Ninverna is also, she not paying attention. She's literally just doing like the flicking through the thing in her head by using her fingers. She's concentrating ahead of her, not really paying attention to you. Yes, Ninverna, and that you both died in an accident. And more recently, you and all of your future kin have been devoured from the disassociated, renounced. Basically, you can't inherit, or any of your offspring, which seems a bit odd. You have a brother? Do you know you have a brother?
I've been told.
Pintor is a nice guy. She kind of again like continues scrolling through her mental Rolodex with her fingers. Like, no, that's pretty much what I know. So what happened? Why are you still alive? Why are you in hiding? Are you undercover? Is there a big part of the conspiracy that I'm missing?
Yes and no. I need you to promise me first that you're not going to tell anybody that I'm...
Oh, come on.
No.
This is going to be the greatest tale ever told of the prince who went missing,
Nope.
came back in dowry to help end the apocalypse. How amazing would that story be?
I tell you this right now, that would be the last tale you ever told.
Do not threaten me.
You are threatening me, to be fair. You are threatening my very life right now by wanting to tell this tale.
Or can I tell it after? Like, once you've ended the apocalypse?
Yes.
Okay, then we have a deal. And she sits down and she kind of like puts her elbows on her knees and she looks very intently at you.
Alise is a bad.
That's not very
I mean,
encouraging.
I do... Excuse me.
She
Bards
is a
are-
great bad.
Not only can I sing amazingly well, I have a killer voice if needed. And she kind of like hides that kind of little under it all. And I have a fantastic body made for telling tales.
And most great bards also have a great knack for not keeping their mouth shut.
Oh, I can keep my mouth shut if needed. But
You can trust
Come on,
her.
tell me.
You can trust her if she made a promise to you.
Swear to God, if this comes to bite me in the ass.
it won't. It will not from me. I mean, I would die before I tell your tale, before you allow me to, because there's no point telling a tale before it's finished, because people are like, how does it end? And I'm going like, I don't know. That's a silly tale to tell. Never tell a tale you don't intend to finish.
Fair enough. So, Ninverna is dead. There was an accident. The accident involved me gaining power without asking for it in a way that I don't know how it happened, which caused Ninverna to die and me to black out, forcing my father, I assume for whatever reason, to send me away to prison, where I've been for the past 50 years, trying to rein in my power, then to control it, and now we're here.
Wow. What power?
Balance looks over at Zaltanna like, are you sure?
Zaltanna nods.
Balance is going to use his telepathy and say into Elise's mind, stuff like this.
She uses message back, like, I can use message too.
It's not the same. Notice how you had to kind of point at me and you have to do your little spell, Diddy?
It's magic, yeah. I've met people I've met sorcerers who don't need to use verbal components or semantics or components.
Fair enough.
In fact, I know, I think, what's her name? Demetria, the leader of the Witches Society. She can do spells without casting semantics or components.
No, I'm not like her.
Mostly accidentally, though.
Yeah, she's a little bit wacky-do.
You've met her?
She's the one that sent us on this whole journey.
Really? Oh, things get even more interesting as she leans forward.
Oh, God.
She does actually reach out and grab the bottle and pop the lid again and begin to drink a little, but she's intently looking at you.
I mean, the only other way I could describe it is psychic powers. Psionics.
She kind of like squints her eyes a little and she kind of does the thing with her hand again where she's scrolling through her mental kind of like list of things like psychics. It rings a bell.
Works with the mind, things like that.
I have seen you before.
Hang on a minute. And she begins to like put her hand to her mouth and just she's definitely thinking, I'm recalling something. Hang on. I've heard of a psychic before, but she's an old woman now.
What?
She lives. I mean, last time I saw her, this was 40, 45 years ago, maybe, perhaps. Yes, she lived in a cave on her own between here and Darkhammer, quite close to Darkhammer Stronghold, actually. Her name was Lisbeth. I don't know where she is now, and I can't tell you exactly where the cave was. I met her one night whilst roaming. But yes, she was quite mad, quite mad, I have to say. But she said she was a psychic. She explained everything came from her mind and not from innate magic like mine or like God-given like Zaltanna's.
There are others. Interesting. Well, as you can see, I'm not crazy.
No, I don't really understand it exactly, but it rings a bell.
Neither do I.
You told me you have met more of my kind, too.
Yes, I have, yes. Oh gosh, how long ago was that? Wow, that must have been when I was a very young girl. Must have been at least 120, 130 years ago.
Wow.
There was this little place, little place on the very north. It's actually quite close to the Temple of the Triad.
North sounds right, yeah.
Yes, and she does like the mental like running through things in her head again. So, yes, a place called a little something.
May.
Day, Shay, Pay. I don't remember. There was still a place on the top, right by the sea. It was a nice little place. Had a well and had a very nice pub. They had wonderful wine there.
Do you know what happened?
I got very drunk.
Oh no.
I did a lot of dancing.
No, it would not have been 100 years ago, anyways.
I've never been back since. Just the once.
Well, it's not there anymore. So.
Oh no! What happened?
Something bad. I don't know. Anyways.
Oh.
Just surprised. Anyways, that you have seen my kind around.
Don't get me wrong. I was somewhat terrified when I first turned up and saw a bunch of wingless dragons wandering around. I was very concerned that I was going to get set on fire. But as I thought to myself, hey, I'm never going to know if I don't give it a go. So in I walked, and she drinks a bit more from the bottle.
Yes, anyone that would have been here was in a rough place, and probably was wary of you as well.
Yes. It took a little time, but we managed to communicate. It wasn't exactly common. It definitely wasn't dwarvish, but I learned a few words here and there. Spent some time with them. Went on my way. They mentioned like they were trying to explain to me there was another land, and I asked them if it was Kino, and they said no, it's not Kino. But they said a word, and I don't know what it means.
Daemarius?
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Yes.
I kind of think it might be the place, but they were very vague about how to get there. Most of them didn't know. But to be fair, most of them were quite sick and happily drinking the alcohol I brought with me too. So, no, it was a good time.
That is good. I was just curious.
Well, welcome to my life. Nothing but curiosity. Well, until recently, anyway.
Well, it seems like you're quite in the know for a lot of things.
I'm a bard. It's my job. I'm not particularly good at anything. I just know some things.
What do you know of my
A lot of
family?
tales. Your family? Exactly what?
Who's in charge currently? Is my aunt still...
Of course, yes. Queen Glengareth, yes. We still have to do the bowing and such to her, yes. She's still in charge.
Is she still doing the muttering and the mumbling?
Doing the what now?
The mumbling and such, talking to herself?
I haven't met her, to be fair. I've been a little bit out of the loop since, well, I assume you know what happened with us. And she looks over at Zaltanna.
Zaltanna has a pained look on her face.
Keenly aware.
Yeah. I've been out of the loop since then. So far as I know, she's still in charge. Yeah. Your father is still next in line. Your brother is still after that.
What about Talvin? I'm not sure if you would know the name, but have you seen or heard anything of him?
Not really, no. I don't really know the name. Is he important to you?
He was my mentor. He was an inquisitor.
Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't really ring a bell.
Yeah, worth a try. I would like to see him again.
I can't really help with that. Sorry.
Well, at least I can confirm what I know already, that everybody thinks I'm dead.
Yes, your secret is safe with me, but I would love to tell the tale once it's done. Are you... Zaltanna, are you gonna keep in contact?
Do you want me to? The only reason I didn't try to find you before, or even I wasn't trying to find you now, but the only reason I never tried to find you is because I figured you'd never want anything to do with me again.
It's hard. You're the reason they're dead. It's always going to be difficult. But, I don't want to lose a sister again. We've already lost a debt. And, Benno's off being Benno, hunting down the other, so...
Hunting down what?
Well, I heard what you did to... I heard what you did to Yana. And, Wattles, I dealt with him. Whittle's in jail. And the other one, Honorino, he, I think Benno's looking for him.
That doesn't make sense. Benno and I had a fight because he thought that killing them was the wrong thing to do.
He's looking to put Honorino away. I mean, Whittle is in jail.
I know where Honorino is.
Oh.
He was my next target.
Oh.
I'm still planning to kill him. At least.
Zaltanna, I can't.
You don't have to approve of it.
I don't. It's not what Adet would have wanted. It's not what Tuck would have wanted.
I know it's not. But I made a vow of vengeance to my god. And it's what I have to do.
I'm going to find Benno.
If you guys can get him in jail, that's good enough for me. But if I get where he is, and he's not in jail, I'm going to kill him.
Her eyes kind of widen.
I just want you to understand that. I won't go after him if he's in jail.
Where is he?
He's in Chatvak.
I'm going to try and find Benno then.
Okay.
Get there before you. We can't let you do this.
I know.
As much as you've been trying to find... As much as you think this is a bad idea, and she holds the bottle, what you're doing is far worse. We can't let you do that.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You guys know I would never hurt you.
She nods, and she looks over at the rest of you, and she says, as much as I want the apocalypse done, to be able to tell tales of an amazing dragon and the prince who is dead and the avenging angel, please take as long as you can.
I have a feeling that's going to happen no matter what we do anyways.
Good.
That being said, if you'd like to come with us to the mines, you seem like a capable fighter.
She lifts her hand. She looks over. She kind of like reaches over for her rapier. She picks up her bag. She lifts her hand up again in front of me. It's like, fuck no. And she leaves.
Fair enough.
Your flute playing was very pretty.
You're saying this as you walk out? As you walk
Yeah,
out?
I'm yelling at her.
She can like she's like halfway down the staircase and she looks up and you can sort of just see her head on the top of on top of the thing, and she looks back at you and she says, "Thank you. You're very kind, and you are very strong.
Not so much that one.
But I am not the best flute player, and that's unfortunately you're wrong." And you feel like a shiver go down your back, and you suddenly feel, maybe I can do this a little better. Maybe I can do something a little better. I have just gifted you a bardic inspiration. You can hold on for that as long as you need it.
Wow,
It is
okay.
a D8.
Awesome.
Whoa.
He was nice to her. I reward kindness. All right, you guys are in this room. Caden is still downstairs drinking. Alise has packed up her shit and is now out in the dark on her own, going after Benno, one assumes. What do you guys want to do now?
Right, well, I got us a guide to take us to the mine tomorrow morning. So, suppose we just relax.
All right. Well, since Alise has a deal about this room or whatever, and she's not using it, I'm gonna sleep.
Yes, there's just one bed. Alise doesn't have like a bunk.
Yeah. No,
It's
but
just a single bed, yeah.
Zaltanna's gonna go plop down on the bed.
Okay.
All right. Rhal, would you like to try an experiment with me?
Depends on the experiment.
The book that you have, I can try to see if maybe I can pick up on a reading of when Ama was working on it.
Oh, really?
I could try.
Well, I can't imagine that would be a bad reading.
If it doesn't work, then it's not like I'm wasting anything since we're going to be resting for the night.
Sure. She has left notes. I pulled the book out, and I'm showing you her notes in the margin.
All right.
She has left
Zaltanna,
notes.
would you like to watch?
Oh yeah. Hey, wait. Wasn't some of that written in Infernal?
It's written in a lot of languages.
Right.
Mostly old Draconic.
Old
Like
Draconic.
A draconic that I wouldn't be able to.
Okay, I thought that maybe there was some stuff on there written in Infernal.
There are lots of different languages in here. There's lots of like certain sentences are just written in Infernal, or this certain sentence is just written in Dwarvish.
Okay.
There's lots of loads of that in here, but most of it is written in Old Draconic.
Okay.
Now, all of those easy ones, she would have been able to
Right.
translate already, right? All of the Dwarven and everything, she's probably got that already.
Yeah, she probably has Dwarven and Elvish down for sure.
Yeah, like that would have been easy for her to translate. It's like the hard stuff
yeah.
that she's okay.
Okay, because after he does that, if you want, my sword can read Orcish and Infernal.
Yes, I can read that pitiful language of old.
Is your sword going to abide by actually reading?
In your head, you hear it's like,
Thinks I'm illiterate. Bastard.
Nah, I don't know what he thinks. Do you think that my sword can't read? Is that what it is?
No, I'm insinuating that your sword seems more interested in blood and flesh than paper and ink.
Oh my god, you can be into both. Okay?
I am nuts. Just want to fulfill my destiny.
Don't worry, we're going tomorrow to go destroy some undead.
Wonderful.
So can you do this for me? Can you read some Orcish and Infernal potentially?
Quite. Yes.
Thanks,
All right, if
pal.
you want to do that first, then I'll do the reading after.
Okay. Hand me the book.
Yes, here. Careful, please.
All right.
The sword cuts the book in half.
No.
cut the book in half. No. So, all right. So, what languages can he speak?
He can speak, Celestial, Infernal, Orcish, Elven, and Common. So I must have been speaking to him in Elven this entire time then.
Oh, yeah.
Or common. Or common, that also works. I keep forgetting that common's a thing.
Okay, I'm just going to go through. Right, he can speak Infernal, right?
Yes.
I need you to make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Because you need to be able to open the pages to the right things, and it's got to be the chance he reads through. Because he's not going to read the whole fucking book. It's ginormous.
What did I get? 13.
All right. You get knowledge is the best defense. It's written Infernal.
Fuck.
It's like you guys knew that one already. In Celestial, he tells you it's Celestial as he says strength of mind and a strong arm. It's written in Celestial. On a 13, that's all you really... Because you're not going to like read the whole book for him, are you? I mean, that would just be ridiculous. No, exactly.
No.
And to be fair, you have to pick out those phrases amongst like the variety of stuff, but you can see that Amo has underlined a few passages, and that's two of the things that he picks out.
Okay. And nothing in Orcish.
He doesn't find anything in Orcish. Doesn't mean there isn't something in Orcish in here.
Fair enough. All right. So I tell those things to Rhal.
I had strength of mind and strong arm, but knowledge is the best defense. I've heard that today about the shield.
Almost like the shield and the book are connected.
Now, that can't be, though.
Why not?
It doesn't make sense that this book has any connection with this entire land. I mean, we found it here, but, with my people. In ancient language.
But it's written in ancient Draconic, right?
Yes, but, none of our people can just read that,
Right. But probably dragons can.
Ancient ones.
Yeah, well, how old is this warrior that we're looking for again?
Thousands of years old.
5.
And we're not really looking for him. He's, right here.
Oh. Maybe he can help us then.
Monarch, is this book yours?
The book isn't mine. I had nothing to do with the book. I have nothing to do with the objects other than they are parts of me.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, he said the book's not his.
Well, it's got to be connected with the shield somehow if it has the same inscription.
Yes, it may be coincidence, but...
I don't believe in
knowledge is-
coincidence. My friend Tuck always used to talk about fate.
I don't know about such things as that, but...
Fate is hard for someone like me to believe in. But,
You just have had bad fate.
bad luck.
Luck is fate. Your bad luck was your fate.
Zaltanna, I would love to watch you have a philosophical debate with my mentor. I feel like I would get such a kick out of it.
Hey, by the way, were you laughing earlier when I was, trying to reconnect with my best friend? And
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at certain comments that were made, that's all.
kind of insensitive, don't you think?
Well, to be fair, you've also been highly insensitive to our plights as well, so tit for tat.
Zaltanna, the things that she had said when we were laughing were not greatly offensive just yet.
They weren't serious.
I thought I was only saying because I heard you laughing when she called me a murderer.
Oh, no, I wasn't laughing at that part. I was pursing my lips at that.
I don't remember. It was like an hour ago. I was laughing before she got fairly offensive. It seems like you have squashed that, at least a little, so.
Well, it remains to be seen.
Well, I hope you can put it to rest anyways.
I doubt.
So what are you guys going to do this evening? Are you paling off to bed? Are you...
Would you like me to do the reading?
Oh, reading. Yes, you're going to do reading, weren't you?
I was saying to Balance, I was pointing out all of the things that Ama had translated. I'm pointing those out to you. This here is The Dragon Demarius and the Children of Blood. Is this the title of the book? This says Strength of Mind and Strong Arm. A broken heart that's mended beats the strongest. He's pointing all of those things out.
Yep.
And that is all I know. She was translating it.
Well, let's see if maybe a living Ama can perhaps give us some information. And Balance is going to sit on the floor, cross his legs, take the book, put it in his lap, place a hand on the open pages of the book. Probably like where Ama's handwriting actually is.
Okay.
And then he's going to close his eyes and he's going to say over to Caden, "Hey, Caden, I'm about to do a thing. So if you..."
Caden's not even here, dude.
Yeah.
Caden is in the
No,
bar,
mental
man.
link.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Caden, I'm about to do a thing. So if you get any of this trickling down through the mental link, I apologize, but we're just exploring.
Sure.
Are you
Go
drunk?
for it. Little bit.
Oh my, Caden. All right, well then this should be a rude awakening for you. And Balance is going to then do his thing, the vision.
The extended vision I gave you?
Yeah.
All right. What are you dumping into it?
So dumping into it allows me to go back further, or
Yeah, the more you
doesn't-
dump in, the further back you go, or the more you dump in, the more detailed you get, sort of thing. It's a kind of like a mix between the two.
Right. So if I do a third, it's very basic.
Yeah.
It is night.
Sorry, what was that?
It
Neil?
is nighttime. You are about to rest.
Yeah. Well, because if I fail, then I only get a certain amount of tries.
That's true. There is the opportunity for failure. So it's really potent, really powerful, but it does have a cost. So, and the cost is that you can fail and still have to lose a third of your points or half your points or all your points if you risk it big and go big. So,
I'm going to do 7 points.
which is a third?
Third would be 5.
Okay. It's just over a third. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Go for it. You know your DC.
Right. All
I
right.
don't.
Intelligence
You know your
check.
DC.
Nope, that's a 9.
Failure. You take the book in your hand and you try and like focus on her handwriting and try and allow that to pull you back. And you feel that initial tug. There is a lot of psychic energy based around this, but you just can't break through to actually having a vision. You kind of just get a feeling of confusion, which is not yours. So it's about all you're going to get.
It's there, but it's hard for me to grasp. Well, I've still got the energy, I've still got the time, so let's see what happens. So, spending another 5.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh no, it's fine, as long as nobody comes to ambush us in the night.
If you catch on fire again, there's not a lot I can do.
No, that was Monax. Long story. Alright, so another 5, gonna try that again.
Okay.
18. That's just hit the DC.
Yep, that's good enough. This time you open on a page where Ama has scrawled the most. And actually, this is written on the page where the celestial phrase, strength of mind and a strong arm is written. It's one she has the most written on it. And you close your eyes and you kind of feel like your chest is being pulled in multiple directions. And when you open your eyes again, you realize that you are looking down at this book. Your hand is holding, oh wait, it's not your hand. It's a golden scaled hand and it's writing in the book. And you can see a variety of other books around. You can see like the equivalent of Celestials for Dummies, that sort of thing. It's clearly not hers and they are clearly back in the apartment. And you can see all these books. You can see some of these like stamps and sigils all around. You can see a waste paper basket to one side. And you look down and you see the pen tapping at the phrase. And you feel your hand go across your face, like look upwards. And you hear it's like, strength of mind and a strong arm. Wait, isn't that what Rhal or Bulgrim were talking about? Oh no, it's their Thorfall thing, is it not? Wait, that cannot be right. I have to check that again. And she goes through, you feel yourself checking it again, and you see each word translating into strength of mind and a strong arm. And you see her write in shorthand on one side. You know, because you're seeing it through and feeling it through her, that is definitely fourfold. Is what she's writing down to one side, and there's a big question mark. And she begins to translate the top of the page, And it takes a little longer, and you feel kind of like that kind of montage feeling of like going through, checking this, checking that. And you see the words fourfold underneath the writing at the top, where she has translated this from ancient Draconic. And she puts her pen down, her quill down, and she touches her face, and she's like, oh no. Oh shit, he's in danger. Fuck. What do I do? And you see her close the book, and you see her throw it unceremoniously underneath the bed. And that's when your vision comes back. It is up to you if you wanted to try and share that.
That was being shared.
Okay, then you'll see that.
Rhal?
Rhal looks really confused. Kind of shaken. I don't know.
Are you okay?
When was that?
Is there any items in your fourfold that are considered like relics or keepsakes of the arena? Somewhere where they would have gotten the phrase from?
No, I just know the phrase.
Seems connected.
Well, we know that there's infernal writing on the shield.
Balance, when was that?
Do I have an idea of when that was?
Take a history check. It's going to be quite difficult.
Okay. Oh, that's an 8.
No, you have no idea.
I'm not sure, Rhal.
Something is wrong.
I think there's more to this than we thought.
Rhal just kind of... He leaves the room. There's frustration. And he just needs to get a breath of fresh air, basically.
Okay. You go outside. It's now dark. The stars are out. And you are walking, I assume, or you're just standing.
Yeah, I'll walk in a random direction.
What are you thinking about?
I'm going to think back to anything that I might have heard Bogrim say, anything that I might have heard anyone that I was close to down in the fourfold say about the... He's trying to think back to that strength of mind and a strong arm and see if he can piece together when that might have come up in a context that was confusing to him at the time. That might give him a clue as to what the hell is happening now.
Take a history check. I'm going to say this is still quite difficult because we had this conversation right back when how much you wanted to know,
right?
How involved you would be. So it's going to be quite difficult. I will give you something regardless, but how much I will give you based on how well you roll.
Yeah, he wasn't interested in a whole lot. He was just fighting and making money.
Correct, yes.
That is a natural 20, though.
Damn!
Now, the thing is, right,
Yeah,
the DC in my head is to give you everything you needed to know was 25.
Yeah, I don't.
But you didn't get that because technically you can't crit on skill checks. But yeah. I kind of think that's bullshit, so I'm going to give you everything.
Damn.
We are called Lucky Die for a reason.
That was a very lucky die.
My gloves are coming off, man. Okay. You spent some time walking and thinking, and mostly what you remember is Bogrim. Bogrim is involved quite heavily in the fourfold, like a bit higher up, in the hierarchy of arranging fights, dealing with that. And you know that he has links to other fourfold places. He's spoken of fighting, up north. He's spoken of fighting down in the Dawn in various different places. And he mentions that the Lodge was a place that was kind of the very old origins of the fourfold law before the Lodge went off and got political and did what they do. You know that the fourfold law was created by a dwarven female named Kesa. and that Kesa was a no-nonsense, very strong, very tactical fighter. Like the drinking, like all dwarves. Like the fighting, like most dwarves. And the rumour is that she is still in charge of the Fourfold. Not entirely sure why or where this rumour comes from, but that's the theory. They know that she favours using as phrased in my notes, a fuck off huge hammer. This is her weapon of choice, and it's supposed to be a magical weapon. And you know that the phrase strength of mind and a strong arm comes from her and her philosophy when she first made this. The idea being that you need to be strong of spirit, strong of mind, but it's really fecking handy if you've got a big hammer to help you do that. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to give you.
Okay. Would I know where the lodge was?
The lodge, everyone knows what the lodge is. The lodge is the martial equivalent of the Witches' Society.
Would I know where?
The lodge is pretty much like the Witches' Society. The Witches' Society has outposts everywhere across Discora.
Oh, gotcha.
Mostly focused, the Witches' Society is mostly focused in the dusk. Nailed it. Mostly focused in the dusk, but there are outposts down in the dawn. The Dawn have it the other way around with the lodge. There are more lodge locations here in the south and very few of them up north in the dusk. The lodge is essentially the martial equivalent. They also believe in being smart, tactical, and wise, but they're not worried about taking money for it. You have a feeling that Bogrim, well, you know that Bogrim would know more.
Yeah.
It's just that these are what you would pick up in passing conversation. So there you go. Spend a good few hours accumulating and bringing that knowledge back, mostly in Bogrim's voice, but I'm not going to do that in Bogrim's voice.
No. Yeah.
It's exposition. Natural 20 my ass, you son of a bitch. My own rules are used against me. Fuck. This is what you learn and remember. What are the other two up to? Rhal has just got up and left. You still have the book.
Good question.
Zaltanna,
Yeah.
just because I don't feel like getting yelled at again, could you ask Cal what happened to the Celestials that they got their asses whooped, it seemed?
He can hear you. He just
Well-
only talks to me. So you can ask him and I'll tell you what he says.
All right, Cal, can you tell Zaltanna what happened so that she can tell me what happened?
Infernals tried it on. We utterly destroyed them. But unfortunately, they did kill the wolf. I am quite like that wolf. It used its teeth. It was brutal.
It was infernals. They killed the Valkyrie's wolf.
Interesting. Where did the fight take place?
Not far from where we found you.
Not far from where they found us.
Cal, do you have any idea why the Valkyrie threw you at Zaltanna?
Because I wanted to leave that harlot.
He fucking hated her.
She prevented me from reaching my destiny. And I assumed that controlling you would be far easier.
Hey,
What?
you're not controlling me. We're working together.
Yes, of course, my sweet thing.
Cal.
Sal.
Balance is just sitting
Cal
there
and
looking
Zal,
confused.
they're the best of friends. Buddy cop movie.
Worst buddy cop movie ever.
Wait,
Best
who's the
buddy
bad cop? Wait, who's the bad cop here?
We're both
who's
the
the good
bad
cop?
cop. It's bad cop, bad cop.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
fuck this. All right, so yeah, you get that information from him.
He said it wasn't easy to control her, so he didn't want to be around her anymore.
And how is controlling Zaltanna working for you?
But there is no need. She is far more than capable without my guidance.
He says I'm a peach. I don't need no guidance. Basically, we're the perfect team.
Of course.
This is the worst.
I see.
He and I are on the same level mentally right now. We both want sort of the same sort of deal. I'm a vengeance
Oh, wow.
paladin. He's the bloodthirsty sword. He's gonna get what he wants.
Right. Okay. As long as it's not any of your friends, we're right.
She smiles at you, and then she laughs, and she's like, "Of course not."
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful right there.
Can I insight that?
It's up to you, Case. You can allow him
Yeah,
to.
go for it.
All right. I am reading that aura. I don't. That was a very concerning smile. 17 insight.
She's telling the truth. She was smiling to throw you off,
Okay.
and it worked.
She's doing it purposely just to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, does the sword have an aura?
Of course he does.
Probably not as easy to read.
You can give it a shot.
Can I?
No reason. Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
Balance is a curious fellow. 19.
The
I love
sword
sentient
sword
weapons.
is difficult to read.
2 episodes ago, you were hating him.
You're hating on him. The sword is difficult to read, but you do pick up anger. You pick up a lot of determination. This is someone who is wholly committed to a singular cause.
Gotcha.
And you know what? Since I'm a vengeance paladin, if we see that frickin' Valkyrie again, we're gonna murder her. Vengeance for Cal.
I like the way you think.
He was robbed of his destiny.
I will make such a marvelous team.
Damn right we are.
I'm not concerned about the Valkyrie, but I am concerned about the others.
Oh, the Sandman? Fuck that guy.
Yes, you should agree with that one.
Yeah, but he can't touch me. At least not in my dreams.
I would not be so sure about that.
Well, did you see what he did with the bubble and the whatever when you were with the Valkyrie?
I suppose.
I mean, I'm sure he can physically touch me, I'm sure. I mean, until we meet again, he's whatever. I ain't concerned about it until I have to be concerned about it. I got more pressing concerns, like not being turned into an undead tomorrow.
Is this what this feels like?
What?
I'm used to being the one that has the mental conversations. This is very different for me now to be the one observing it.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like.
Huh.
Then
I don't like it.
to Cal, she says, he's got someone in his head too.
But does he possess my flair?
I don't think so.
Burn. All right. So are you guys going off to bed? Rhal doesn't seem to be coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, Zaltanna's gonna go to bed.
Okay. All right. And we will close down that scene upon Zaltanna curling up in bed, Rhal sort of nestling happily in its sheath.
Rhal in
Cal.
his sheath?
Sorry, Cal. I'm so sorry. Why do you guys all have AL
No,
names?
that was
That
your
was
fault
your
for naming the
fault.
sword.
That was
I
your
put
fault.
one in, all right? I put one name in there. I just didn't think about it.
It was a terrible, terrible coincidence.
It's a fucking stupid idea.
I'm going to start calling him Cali Girl now.
Sure.
Well, Zaltanna's
no, please
nickname
don't.
is Anna, so
Anna,
generally.
And to be fair, I always forget balance.
Or
I'm like,
Zuzu.
No, fuck, that's not his name. Zuzu, no, that's not. All right, so we close down that scene. We see Zaltanna going off to sleep. We see Balance procuring a room because there is one set aside because of your gold that you dropped earlier.
Yeah.
You hear Caden stumbling into bed a little bit later.
Balance will make sure that Caden gets to bed safely.
Yeah, I mean he's drunk. He's nowhere like Bogrim was the other night, kind of drunk, and he definitely wasn't Alise level drunk, but he was happy enough.
Ooh, Balance at the end of the night when Caden's stumbling in, he's going to use his psychic restoration to make it so that he doesn't have a really bad hangover.
Aww.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Because if we're going into a fucking mine and probably going to die anyways, the least you could do is be completely ready for it.
Oh, great. The guy's like drinking to forget he's going to go fight the undead, but sure. All right, yeah, carry on. Yes, you cure him up when he nods off to sleep, so he has a not quite so dehydrated when he wakes up in the morning. And Rhal, you are free to come back whenever you wish.
Should I roll Constitution since I'm going to sleep?
You will be in half a second.
Okay.
Rhal, when do you come back, or do you not come back at all tonight?
Can I spend the night in the wagon? Wherever we left
may.
it? Yeah, I'm just going to do that.
I assume the inn has like a stable or something that we left that shit at.
Yeah. Okay, Rhal will essentially just curl up in the car and nod off. Yes, Zaltanna, it is bedtime. You are sleeping and not passing out. Make me a con check, please. Oh, no, it's not con for you. It's wisdom, isn't it?
Well, you had me do con last time.
I thought it was wisdom.
That was for something else.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please.
17. The bad man's not going to get through to my dreams tonight, probably.
Is he not?
Mr. Sandman, bring me your dreams.
Bum, 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 bum. Hey, that's
If
in
you're
the
playing the
public
TLD
domain.
drinking game, that's the drink. When you go to sleep, you start off having a random dream. You dream of hanging out with Alise and drinking, of seeing Odette for the first time, of her seeing Tuck for the first time. You were there. You start off with those happy little dreams. And then as you kind of like turn a corner, you see the image in front of you being torn apart, and you see the Sandman stepping through this tear.
Fuck.
You say that?
Yeah.
And he
Fuck.
says,
I told you I would find you.
Fuck no. Get out of my head.
Well, I'm just here to observe right now, because any point now, something will be happening, won't it?
and he just waves his hand, and the black smoke that like makes up his cloak and his loincloth just sort of like swirl around him and create a stool, and he just sits down and waits, just stares at you.
She stares back at him.
And probably an awkward moment or two later, everything goes dark. He's still sitting there on his dark stool. You are standing there in the dark. And that's when you hear it. You hear a voice. And the voice says, "Please." And at the moment when you normally wake up, you see the Sandman throw his hand out, and you see little black petals just go out and form around this kind of thought, this feeling inside you. And it forces it to finish the sentence. And it says, "Please, help us. Zaltanna, please help me. Anna. Anna." And then you wake up. Hi, I'm Alise. I'm voiced by Valonda. I did not expect Zaltanna to turn up here in Dowry, of all places. I was a little thrown back, I'm gonna be honest. But you can find me here at Dowry. I mean, I'm here all week. I'm here till Tuesday. Well, Monday I think is when these things come out, right? So I'm here until then. But you can check out this place by going to Twitter at TLD Pod.
and you can check out the website, theluckydie.com, and there's someone who's my agent. I would be so totally lost without them. That's the Spark.network. They're also a website, and they do cool things a bit like this. Well, not quite like me. I mean, nobody dances like me. So yeah, I mean, if you can let people know how good I'm doing, that would be great. You can leave reviews on, I think, podcast, and I think on some podcast. Yeah, something like that. Something to do with iTunes and Stitcher and all other good podcast app things. If you could leave a review, that would be great. We would love to hear from you. Well, I'm going to go finish off this whiskey, and I guess we'll see you next week. Bye.
The
Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. Yeah, no, but Zaltanna's going to go plop down on the bed. Okay.
Rhal, would you like to try an experiment with me?
Depends on the experiment. There's been a lot of experimenting lately.
Valanda, get your mind out of the gutter.
Sorry. So don't try to experiment with me.
Although, to be fair, fan artists, if you'd like to draw that.
Please.
I can't say I ship it, but I would certainly welcome.
I ship it.